Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Chat with Kat. And today I wanted to chat about transformation because transformation is an ongoing process. It's not an end point, it's not somewhere you get to and then everything is perfect. Transformation is about constant growth, evolution, discovering your gifts, who you are, stepping into your purpose, your passion, whatever excites you each and every day. And it can look different for you as you grow and evolve on your journey. And that's the beauty of it. And I think sometimes we get so caught up in what everyone else is saying and what everyone else is doing, and we think it has to look a certain way. We think we have to get to this point, this pedestal of greatness, and then our life will become magical. But that's not the case. So, if you feel discouraged and I burst your bubble and it made you a little sad, I'm sorry, but keep keep here. Stay with it, okay? Because I promise I'll fill your heart up. The reason why this came up is because I help people transform from within. Because once you learn and understand yourself from the inside out, so what does that mean exactly? It means learning about your emotions, learning why certain things trigger your nervous system, learning about the things that you enjoy, why you enjoy them, discovering what you're good at or your gifts, as other people will say. What are you good at? What are you naturally creative and gifted with? Sometimes we just don't know because we haven't explored it and it feels like foreign. And I think it's so funny because when I used to have conversations with people and they would say, "What are your gifts? What are you passionate about?" I'm like, "Huh? What do you mean?" I don't know. Like drinking, partying, having fun, YOLO. I don't know. But it wasn't until I started my career as a fitness trainer that things started to really click because I was getting to the end of my 20s and I was like, you know what? I feel like it's time to grow up. I feel like the fun phase is kind of like, meh, that was fun. Now what? I felt like it was time to start getting my life together, to be responsible, to be an adult, to grow up. A lot of my friends were either on one side of the fence, having kids, families, all of these things. And then my friends on the other side were still partying, having fun, traveling, doing all the fun things, exploring, adventuring. And sometimes you're like, well, I don't feel like I fit in to either side of the equation, so what do I do? And I went to a personal development seminar and it was 5 days. It was super intense. It was like 15 hours a day, but let me tell you, it was epic. It was so good, you guys. And they said, don't make any decisions for the first 90 days after you're done here. What did I do? Immediately took my personal training certification because I hated my job. And I can't say that it wasn't already in the process because I'd been working with a trainer for a few years and I loved going to the gym. That's something I've always loved is fitness and health and learning and understanding my body better. But once I stepped into that stage of my life, it made me realize like when you put yourself in a different environment, you grow and you learn differently. Like all the people that were working at the gym as trainers wanted more in life. They were also doing other businesses on the side. They were talking about The Secret and manifestation and all of that stuff. And you just get into different environments when you start to transform and shift your energy and do things you actually love doing. Now, I loved being a trainer, you guys. I loved my clients so much. It took me a month, and I don't know if any of them will see this or know this. It took me a month to actually tell people I was going to quit, but I knew I just didn't want to do it until their sessions were done. But I got found out and kicked out a little early. Anywho, that led me into a path of, well, Do I go back to the restaurant industry? Like it was easy. I know how to do it. It was really fun. It's like I just get to hang out and talk to people all night. So I'll do that for now. And then 2 weeks later, I got introduced to the financial industry. And let me tell you, the environment, I was like, oh, here we go. I am definitely home. I loved the environment, the energy, people just pouring belief into you, the excitement of being there. Everyone was positive and happy. And I was like, what the heck is going on? And every part of your journey is part of your evolution, is part of your growth, it's part of your transformation of who you become. And I fell into the trap of thinking I had to just do one thing forever, for the rest of my life. Find one thing you're passionate about and do it forever. And here's why I encourage people to always transform and grow and change direction if need be, because you can do something for a while, but if you have now grown to another level and you want to do something different with that energy and that excitement and that passion, go do it. And it doesn't necessarily mean you have to give up what you're doing. You can just add on to it and make them both work in your life. I know people that have a lot of things on the go, but they're so happy because they feel fulfilled. And the thing is, when you start to transform your life from the inside out and really discover who you are, the outside world changes on its own. But a lot of people have it backwards and they start from the outside. Well, once I have all these things, the money, the career, the relationship, the health, once I have all of those things, I'll be happy, excited, free. I can do whatever I want. How am I supposed to know how it feels if I've never been there? Because you already know how it feels. You already have it inside of you. You wouldn't be given these visions, these insights, these ideas if you didn't already understand how it felt. You can clearly look at an example of somebody that has the life you want, and you know how they feel because you can feel it through their energy, how they radiate every day. So when it comes to transforming from within, it's about looking about what triggers you. What are you projecting out? There's still pain, there's still baggage, there's things that you're carrying with you that you don't even realize. And sometimes you guys, it starts to feel like when you do the work and you start to understand all this stuff and you start to release it all, it's almost like more comes up. And you're like, what? I've dealt with this. That's happened to me a few times where I'm like, I've already dealt with this pattern. Like, why does it keep coming up? And then you see a post that's like, you'll have the same lesson until you learn it. And it's like, what am I not learning? God. So I encourage you today, don't get wrapped up in what everyone is telling you to do, to be, to have, to whatever. Go within. You have the answers you need already inside of you. And if you need a hand with that, that's exactly what I'm here to do. Just saying. I want you to live your best life. I want you to discover who you truly are. I want you to step into your power, to wake up with confidence. I just did a photo shoot. Let's talk about confidence. Um, I want you to feel like every day you're excited to get up and do the day. That your relationships are so good. You feel so loved and accepted and appreciated and valued. I want you to work because you love going, whether it's a career, whether you're working on your own business. And if you have your own business, you guys, I want you to understand this because this has taken me a while. So if I can share it with you and you don't have to put the time in to figure it out, that's what it's all about. When you're working on a business and you feel like you're putting all this energy out and there's not a lot coming back in return, whether it's clients, whether it's money, whatever it is that you're working towards in your business, remember this. What you offer, somebody needs. What you offer, somebody else is looking for right now. That phone you have in your hand connects you to 8 billion people. Okay? So if you think you can't find 20, 50, 100 clients, you're out to lunch. Your computer and your phone connect you with the entire planet, and somebody out there is looking for you right now. Do you have the confidence and belief and trust within yourself to go help and guide that person, to help them through what you've already been through? A lot of times when you do a business, you guys, you've grown through something to get you to this point. Those are things. Those are tools, not things. Those are tools that you now get to use to share with other people. Those are your gifts. If you have overcome something in your life, it is your opportunity to share that with somebody else because they're looking for it right now. Someone is going through a struggle that feels very similar to what you went through, and they have no idea how they're going to get out of it. And when you're emotionally invested in something in your life, a challenge, a situation that you're going through, you can't think logically. It's not going to happen because your body is in fight or flight or freeze, and it can't think logically because you feel energetically like you're getting eaten by a bear right now. You can't shut off that emotional reaction to it and just be like, I'll just get through it. I just have to be strong. No, no, you don't. What you need is to reach out to somebody for support. You need somebody there in your corner fighting with you and showing you it will be okay. Showing you ways you can move through that without shoving it under the rug, without pushing it down, without suppressing it. There's people out there that can help you move through these emotional states. And I've been through a lot of them. I, at one point, was the emotional roller coaster queen, okay? I've been on that ride my whole damn life. And let me tell you, there was periods where it was stressful. And then there's periods where I found peace in the ride. I know now, despite how tough it feels or how emotionally invested I am in my own situations, this too shall pass. I have made it through everything else in my life up till this point, so why would this be the one thing that breaks me? The one thing that I don't get through? Doesn't make any sense, does it? So hopefully that encourages you to keep going. Anyhow, take a deep breath. I kind of went all over the place. I don't even know where I started, where I ended, if I finished a thought, but you're welcome. I hope you enjoyed the ride today. Let's just say that. I just want to thank you with all my heart for those of you that tune in, that watch, that comment, that share, that join in on the fun. Because let me be honest, sometimes I'm a little funny. And I can't wait to do more episodes for you. Next week, I have a guest and she's freaking amazing. So you'll want to stay tuned for that. And I just hope something magical happens for you this week. I hope something so great happens for you this week that you can't help but come back and share it with me. Whether it's on Instagram, whether you message me privately, whether you pop it in the comments. I want to know what happened for you this week. All right. Sending you so much love. Bye.